Hello guys, I thought I'll make a video of this bike. This customer's had this bike for 2 years. It's a 2022 model bike and it's just coming for a big service, and the customer wanted a new motor. He needed a new motor. There was nothing wrong with the motor or anything else. The problem was the connection. I'm going to show you now. This bike has done, this is the odometer, 8,714 miles. So in 2 years the customer's done 8,700 miles. And everything on the bike works. So the front tire doesn't look too bad. The headlight still works. All the brakes works. I've just fitted a new rear disc that he wanted. Yeah, so the customers really had a good look after this bike. Still the original battery. The battery is still original, still good. The customer has never had a problem with it. And nothing else. And he's done regular maintenance. So I'll tell you what the problem is and why he needed a new motor. Is because when you take the rear wheel off, or you take it to a bike shop to get a puncture repaired or tire change or anything, they have to take it off, obviously. So when they take it off here on these screws and they take it off on this side, these screws, the whole thing comes down off. When they take it off, they have to undo this. So they undo this connection here that goes from the controller all the way to the motor. So it gives the motor all the information it needs, all the power and stuff, and all that runs through this connection here. So if you unscrew this, I'm gonna quickly just unscrew it. Yeah, so I've unscrewed it. You unscrew it all the way and you can see that there's an orange seal. That orange seal makes it waterproof, watertight. And yeah, it basically protects this connection and all the signals that's running through. So every time you take the rear wheel off to get any puncture repaired or any work done, you need to make sure that that's there. It's not the bike shop's responsibility for that to be there. When you get a job done by the bike shop, it will work fine until dirt gets in there. So you can get the work done and the bike will work perfectly fine for about a month, and after a month you start having problems with the bike telling you, oh, there's an error code, there's a problem with the something, the bike will tell. And that was usually generated by this connection. It's because the seal was missing, and over time, as you're using the bike, dirt, grind, dirt, everything, look, all this dirt here, everything else, that there, all this, yeah, it goes in there. And so what happens is, over time, the connection gets bad, and then this just short circuits and it welds itself. Then you're not able to take this apart. So it needs to be arrows facing each other, pushed in, tightened, pushing again, tighten again, and do that 3 times just to get the seal like perfectly connected. And it should look like this, completely like flush there and like this. And then you put the zip ties on to make it secure. So I'm going to show you the customer's old one. This is the controller that's inside the controller box. It's working perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. This is the motor. This is the old motor that I've just taken out of it. Everything else was working. Like, this bike has done almost 9,000 miles and everything's working fine. Obviously, it's got a few broken spokes. Hit a few, you know, hit a few things along the miles along the way. But just to take it off, I had to cut this, because this is literally soldered together. And if you unscrew it here, like, you can't see the red seal. You cannot, it's missing. See, they've taken it off. So no matter how much I pull it, it's not gonna come off, it's not coming off. And you can't see the seal. So the seal fell off when they took it off, and they put it back on without noticing this. And then what happened is dirt and grime got in there, and then over time that welded itself together. And that is a problem. So look, I'm gonna step on this, I'm gonna hold this, and I'm gonna try and yank it. You can see it is not coming off, it is solid. So now, because of this, the customer needed a new controller and a new motor. That's it, because there is literally no fix for it. Like, you can't cut this off and put another connection. Well, you can try, but I have never seen one work properly when it's repaired like that. You must be wondering how many cables go through that. There is all this, like all these little pins, loads of different things that go through it. Here's some of the controllers that I already have here. This is the connection, and it's like this. You can see all the pins, and this is the seal. See, when you take it off and you pull it off, this just comes off. So when that comes off, you need to make sure that that's in that position there, like that, and you push it back in, you connect it and make it as tight as possible. If you don't do that, you're gonna, this is the most expensive thing on a bicycle or electric bike. Most expensive thing to repair is this. So if you take it to a bike shop and get a tire change, that tire change could cost you thousands. Well, not thousands, but hundreds. So do not lose these. If you do lose it, you can always buy different black ones, like little rubber seals, and put it in. So you're gonna need to make sure that goes in there like that. That goes in there like that. And then this is, here we have some spare motors that we have here. This is the connection from the motor. And then the connection in there looks like that. It should be as clean as day, like that, shiny. So you need to make sure that that's pushed in there all the way. And then you need to find the arrows and facing each other and push it in like that. Obviously it's more difficult to do with one hand, but yeah, you push it in like that. See, now the bike will start working. It will work, but without that seal, it's not going to work eventually, because that's not going to be good enough. Push it in, twist, 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 all as much as you can, like that. Push it in more and twist it more. You need to repeat the process 3 times. You're gonna feel the resistance when you're twisting this. See, just a 2-finger resistance. Push. See, there is nothing left for it to screw more into. Like, it's all fully, completely screwed in, and you won't have a problem anymore with that. Now that is a proper good seal. It's sealed off. It's protected. It's good. It's gonna be okay. So, if you take the bike to a bike shop or somewhere like that, and then you get some tires changed or you get some inner tube changed, what you need to make sure is that they have connected it all properly, all correctly, and that this connection is secure. And you need to double check this. You need to undo this, check that the seal's in there, the red one, the protection, and then you push it back in and screw it. Then that's how you know that it will last you a lot longer. This bike probably could have done more than 10,000 miles on original battery, original motor, original controller. It would have done it if it wasn't for the fact that the tire shop or the bike shop, who's changed the tire and fitted these in, knew about these seals, this waterproofing seals. You know, a lot of these bikes have these, just not a lot of the bike shops know about it. So if you have one of our bikes or you got something similar, just make sure that, you know, you take care of your bike. Just make sure you do your own checks. You have a look through it. Just make sure that this is secure, and you know, this is not going to damage any of the connections there, and this connection here. This is very important. But yeah, other than that, the customer has done really well. We're going to switch it on again. And you can see that there's no errors or anything, and now it's properly working. We're going to go up to level 5, and I'm going to use the throttle and show you guys how fast this thing goes. I'm holding it. It's doing 42.5 miles an hour. 42 miles an hour. Like a whistle. And stops on the dot. That's how they should be. Thanks for watching. Any questions, just let us know. Yeah, take care of your bikes, guys. It will last a lot longer if you just make sure that you take care of these little things, you know, oil here and there and that connection and everything else. Thank you.